They say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Oh, don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Welcome in everybody to the Valparaiso Esports stream. Today we've got some Overwatch action in the GLEC. We are taking on Anderson, and I'm Mike, and I'm joined by.
Scoot or Isaac. I'm on the Valpo Beacon team, just doing a little fill in work so we can get a stream out to you guys today and get to watch some nice Overwatch on a gloomy Saturday afternoon.
Yes, not great weather out there, but we're in the basement, so it doesn't matter too much. Um, and like you said, playing a lot yourself, so you have a lot of knowledge to bring to the table. I'm sure we've all seen your Widowmaker plays,
I
and
don't know about that,
your
but
your Soldier 76. So lots of DPS experience from you, right?
yeah, definitely. Well, really excited to catch the Shield action today, see what's they've got going on. Should be a definitely gettable game. This is an extremely important one for them. This is the deciding game for Valpo to go to the LAN fine or playoffs for GLEC. So we'll
Yeah.
hope that this is a good dub for them, and we're getting into it pretty soon here.
And we are hopping into it. Map 1 is going to be Arctic Peninsula, one of the newer maps. What are your thoughts on, having played this? It hasn't been out really that long.
Yeah, it's very interesting because when you get these new maps, there's always a learning curve to see which meta is best on each of the three, especially since this is a control type, also known as like King of the Hill. It's very interesting to figure out the comps for each match, see what works for your team, what works meta wise, and it looks like from Valpo right now we've got a Wistful, our tank on Reinhardt. Fuzik our damage on May. Famputi is on the Symmetra. That might just be for a TP out to get some speed out, and then our supports are on Lucio for speed and Bap for the main brunt of healing.
Yeah, I love the little Symmetra teleport out to get the speed. I know that's something we do a lot, but it looks like he's actually sticking with it, and we're going to see the Symmetra in the match. So.
Yeah, right here, Valpo's taking this left high ground. It provides a lot of value as they're able to see the entire point, and they have cover to fight the other team in a brawl setting. And looks like we're speeding in here. Wistful getting in there, getting the damage done. We got a kill from Famputi onto the Rhine. That's big. 2 from Famputi. That is huge. That'll basically be assured fight win here. We got Fuzik picking up some scraps. Yes, and it looks like a team fight win for Valpo. Big start for them. They're able to get that clock ticking on the enemy team. So looks like they're resetting to this high ground, just chilling here for now. As I said, the great position to be in. You're able to see the front choke of the point and the entire point as a whole with a lot of that cover.
And Wistful already has his ultimate up here, first one in the game. I'm interested to see if he's going to rip this thing pretty early here and try to win a back-to-back fights here for him.
Yep. We just chilling on this high ground for now, looking for the right opportunity. We've got Window. Ooh, that is a big pick for the enemy team. But Ryan goes in with the Shatter. Big Shatter gets 2, 3, 4. Big team wipe, especially with the BAP dying there. That was a very dangerous situation, but they're able to get out of it with that ult.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, he built up that Shatter so quickly and then just immediately using it. Now Valpo up to 50%, almost halfway to taking this first control point here.
And what's big here is Valpo still has the ult advantage, even with the Rhine using the Shatter here. They only have their Rhine Shatter, and we have Beat coming up soon to counter that. Oh, the Shatter comes in from the enemy. Oh, big Dragon from the Hanzo. That was a good ult combination from the enemy team. Although we only used Window, so we still have some ults in the bank. And it looks like they used Moira ult as well. So enemy Anderson is not doing too great in the ult economy right now.
I mean, they had to use a lot just to win that fight, but they do get that point, and they're starting to tick up some percentage of their own. And there's Desert Strum with another pick again. This Hanzo's been really impactful for Anderson.
Yeah, this is going to force Valpo to kind of bide their time real quick, wait for him to come back, because May provides a lot of sustain and frontline damage to help that Reinhardt out, especially with the only BAP being on the main heals here for Valpo.
Yeah, but we do see Famputi using his ult here. The Symmetra wall is going to come up and combo with the Reinhardt ult. Valpo pouring a lot into this.
Yes, big kills from Fuzik here. Getting that Rhine out of the fight early almost assures a Valpo win. And Wistful going in to clean up the scraps.
Yeah, Anderson likely going to have one more chance to try to come in here and contest this point. As Valpo is about to tick up to 80%. They still have May ult and the beat from the Lucio, so.
Yes, but what's going to come down to this fight is ult timing, for sure. We've got a beat from Lucio, which basically gives a ton of health to all the heroes. We got the Soldier ult coming out. We're able to isolate that quickly and kill it. We used the May ult as well to space a bit. There's the beat. Anderson did capture point, but we've got beat. They have Kitsune and Rhine ult right here, so be ready for that coming soon. There's the Rhine ult, but we're able to clean up before any real damage is able to happen there. They use Dragon, but it looks like it's a last-ditch effort as Valpo reclaims the point and just a little Shatter to clean up all that scrap.
Very good first point there by Valpo. Um, but map's not over yet. That's the fun part about these control ones is they're longer. You got to contest multiple points here, but still an early edge. And I think it was just a solid performance. The team comp, a lot of, heroes that we're used to seeing these guys pick, a lot of comfort here. Wistful's Reinhardt, we see it so much. So
Yes. And what they're doing with their comp right here is they're playing the Mei Symmetra with the Reinhardt and the Lucio in particular. They are all able to kind of become like a death ball and just run at the enemy backline. And that's what we're seeing right here. Solaris is just basically babying the Rhine, carrying up to their backline with both Fusic and Famputi. So they're able to just walk on their backline and kill all those low health targets and get that fight win.
yeah, I mean, with the Symmetra TP and the Lucio speed, Anderson is certainly not beating him there. But Anderson did switch to a Symmetra of their own, so we're going to have to see how this change-up works for them.
Yep. Vapo continuing to take the higher ground here as they're able to see the entire point and have more protection from the ground looking down at their targets. We got Famputi TPing Mei in. That's a big kill on their backline. Wistful coming swinging. Yes, big kills from Valpo to get important targets off the board so they are able to cap point here.
Usyk trying to jump up there, but not quite able to make it. And then Valpo first to capture the point once again here. I mean, on the side of Anderson, what do you think about their composition? Anything they can switch up here? The Moira is not something we've seen a lot in these games.
Yeah, Moira is in an interesting spot in the meta because Moira has the output to, has the ability to output a decent amount of damage and a lot of burst healing. But right now, the kit from the other supports say otherwise to the usefulness of Moira, as Moira is only able to do those two things, whereas other supports have so many more options in their kit. Big pin on to the Rhine. Oh, yes, that's a big ult cancel. They don't have Shatter anymore. We have Shatter still left. We're up in the ult game. And Famputi getting 2 to clean up. Bap goes down, so we're down to no healers. So our Rhine is just trying to bide his time and get as much percentage onto the point. Oh, Shatter there. Can Solaris clean up here? Oh, we use Beat to prolong this point to get more percentage off, as it's a little bit of a scrappy losing fight, but we're able to continually keep the point and get that clock ticking even more. We dump more ults into this, surprising, but Mei's Blizzard is a great tool. Oh, we keep using ults. We're going for this fight. When big shot from Fusic onto the Moira, that brings out one of their supports. The Kitsune coming from Anderson, but it looks like Valpo has come back and cleaned up the kills quite a bit here. We're just targeting this Rhine. Big heals from Chiroro here, keeping his team alive. Big understated hero in this comp right here because he is providing all the healing, basically. Lucio doesn't provide a ton of healing unless amped, but Valpo cleaning up the fight. That was a big scrappy one, but we were able to come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back action there. You saw Valpo able to hang on to this point, not able to
Yeah.
contest. And Valpo is going to take Arctic Peninsula there. Very chaotic second control point. I mean, you were just commentating on and on and on, and I didn't want to interrupt. But,
No.
I mean, it's almost like they just did enough to, stave it off. Holding on to the point the whole time. I was surprised that Wistful and Famputi were able to survive there with no supports, when it's right
Yeah.
about 50%.
This was a big first win from Valpo. We're able to take this momentum into the next match, which is very understated in games like these. You think any other sport, you go into half even with like a lead. You've got that
Yeah.
momentum going forwards, and the same applies here. Taking that first map win provides a lot of momentum going into the second map because the mental game is definitely a big one when it comes to these esports games.
Yeah, I mean, starting off on a strong foot and, getting that map out of the way. Next up, we are looking to move to a hybrid map that Anderson's going to get to pick. I mean, thinking about the hybrid maps, what are some of your favorites, and what do you think Anderson should go for?
Anderson, it looks like Anderson wants to kind of play somewhat similar to Valpo with a Brawly comp, but they go Numbani. Oh, maybe not. Numbani is in a little bit of a weird state because the sun in the
Hmm.
map is really bright. It's
Really?
just really
Okay.
bright, so if you look up, your entire screen is like white. So it looks
Interesting.
it looks like they're trying for Numbani, but we don't know if we'll be able to get it.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure if that's, something that they figured out and, the league has said no, we can't play it, or I mean, maybe it's still in there, so we're gonna
yeah,
have to see.
it's a little weird because I believe NECC has it banned.
Hmm.
But it looks like Numbani is not on the map list, according to Famputi, our captain. So it looks like we're switching over to Blizzard World for our hybrid map. And I think what Anderson is looking for. Oh, never mind. We're switching around maps left and right. We're going to Kings Row now.
Okay, I mean, maybe, I don't want to say it's officially this map at the rate we're going, but it
True.
might be Kings Row. It's
It could be any of the maps, I guess.
Yes,
But
but
with Anderson, they're kind of playing a hybrid of two comps. They
hmm
want to run the like Symmetra Rhine for the more brawly side of things, with the Kiriko supporting their tank and giving those Kitsune rushes.
hmm
Um, but on the other hand, they have their Hanzo, which is providing a lot of burst damage and a lot of poke. So they're kind of playing a hybrid of the two comps, which is a little strange, but with them switching to Kings Row, those kinds of comps start to make a little bit more sense as you get longer sight lines. You don't have to rush to a King of the Hill point. You only have to do that at the beginning. So we can see both a rush comp and a poke comp working really well. As for Valpo, they will probably stick to their tried and true
hmm
uh, brawly comps with the Rhine. Probably still see a May come out. We might see a Bastion, although we've got a swap for Dirty Wolf 22 coming in for Famputi, so we might get some Widow action out of him. But we will see soon to come. We've got a lot of R's in the chat making sure we're ready for
yeah.
this game.
I mean, I think we're gonna hop on Kings Row in just a minute here, and I always love the matches on Kings Row just because it's one that all of the players seem to know inside and out. It's one of these tried and true, just staples of the map pool. So I think it ends up having a lot of even fights. A lot of
Hmm.
both teams being able to adapt and being able to make these Kings Row matches close.
Yes. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a troll pick on Dirty Wolf 22 going on the Genji in the little bit of time waiting for everybody to connect to the lobby. But we will see what these comps are looking at soon.
We got someone in chat looking for Atlas. Unfortunately, not here today. Not on this roster for this match. So
Yeah, no, we would love to put Atlas in. He's a great player, but right now we've got Shield playing in the GLEC matches today. But hopefully you'll see him soon on Thursdays if we can get some more streams out.
yes, that is for sure. Great addition to the team. But
Hey,
we've got
Dr.
some
Chuck,
other great players
is
here
it gonna
today.
rain?
Valpo actually
We also
starting
have a
on the
30%
defense
chance
here.
of
Um,
precipitation.
I feel like most of the times I've seen them play it, they are usually starting on attack. I mean, what is the difference? What is the difference in the two sides and how you approach
We're in for a
this
smooth
map when
ride,
you're starting on
right?
defense versus attack?
Right?
I guess it's kind of a mentality standpoint where if you're defending first and you don't are able to hold them to a certain point in the map on the attack side you're able to set a goal for yourself to get to other than like the end of the path. So I guess that is the advantage mentality wise. We've got Dirty Wolf 22 on the McCree here. He is a lights out hit scan here. And it looks like we're playing for more of that brawly comp with the Mei and the Lucio and the McCree, with Churoro still on the map, which is interesting because he plays a lot of Kiriko. A big pick on the Rhine to start, though. That basically kind of shuts down Anderson's attack for the start. And Wistful is just pressing W, getting those kills.
Yeah, Valpo just pushed up so far here and kind of dominated that first engagement, and we're seeing an instant switch out of Anderson going back to that Soldier Moira that they played on Arctic Peninsula.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go for more of a poke comp, trying to get that Rhine shield low on health, and then they can walk in after that, as the Rhine has a lot less protection. Valpo kind of just playing a default. They put a wall on the Rhine. This is big. Their Kiriko, big shatter from Wistful. It's just he got so much ult charge from that first fight, getting a couple of kills and a lot of damage off, that he's able to get that shatter. He's already back to 14%, and their Rhine is only at 50%. So a big, big start for Wistful.
Yeah,
getting those shatters.
I mean, that's been the key for Valpo. We've seen it, multiple times now. Wistful getting that quick ult charge and able to be the first one kind of to pop that shatter. So we see Fusick on the flank here, jumping down from the high ground, and they are going to pick off that Hanzo.
Yeah, big plays from Fusick here, as that wall provides so much power in splitting their team up, as he's able just to wall that choke and get the Hanzo out right away. That's basically like a free kill, unless if Kiriko decides to teleport in and save them with her ability. We've got Window Noon here. Lucio speeding him forward. Big kill on the Hanzo. We're even right now. The Hanzo got the Mei, unfortunately. But it looks like Valpo is still in control of this fight, as long as Solaris stays alive here, which he does.
Just trying to run that soldier down, but thinks better of it and backs off, just staying alive, making sure we're still defending this point, which, I mean, we've held on to this for a good 2 minutes here.
Big shatter block from Wistful. Big shatter again. Wistful getting these shatters off quite frequently, as we were able to clean up. Soldier uses his ult, which is a little bit unfortunate for Anderson, as his team's dead. And Dirty Wolf cleaning up the rest.
Yeah, I mean, just clinical play here, from Valpo. This really is all about Wistful kind of winning that battle of the Reinhardts. Like you said, he's been able to block Alpha Link's shatters and, connect on his own shatters. And as we see Valpo going down here.
We use Blizzard early here, trying to catch the enemy at a disadvantage, but a lot get killed. I'm not sure exactly how they got killed so quickly right into the Blizzard, so Dirty Wolf just trying to get out. They can get a recontest here, as most of their team died at the same time. Wistful just going in. He almost has another shatter. He has that shatter. Big shatter again. Oh, unfortunate wall, but they're able to kill the Rhine. Rhine trades, but it looks like we're even right now. Dirty Wolf has a good angle and his high noon up. So we'll see what happens here, as well as the window from Churro.
And we're down to just 10 seconds left. I'm not sure if Anderson's going to be able to get in here. Valpo's going to drop down the ult. See Anderson going to the Doomfist.
That's
and
a
that's
big noon from
Dirty Wolf.
Huge plays they're able to clean up, and that is a full hold on King's Row. So that's where that mentality comes with defending first. So now all Valpo has to do is get 1/3 of the time on that point to win the match.
Yeah, I mean, I think starting on defense, clearly a good choice here for Valpo.
Yes.
They have set themselves up for success in a big way. And I think Anderson was a little passive there. They win that team fight. They got 3 members of Valpo down, and, they just weren't playing aggressive enough to kind of get those last picks on Dirty Wolf and Solaris, I think.
Yeah, Dirty Wolf was 100% being the big bear at that end of the fight. They were scared of him to peek him. You could see at the end of that fight that he had hit a headshot onto the Hanzo, and if you've got that low health, you can't take that fight. And it looks like we've got Dirty Wolf on the Widowmaker starting off. Maybe we'll see some fireworks there on with him, but it seems we've got Churoro on the Kiriko to start, so it looks like we're gonna probably shift towards a highly mobile rush comp, like I was saying before, just to run into their backline and kill all those squishy targets.
And of course, we've got the Reinhardt up top here with the Widowmaker. Provide a little bit of shield for the opening shots, but we also might see him charge off the top rope and into
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah, Shield's got this lovely little strat where they wall the charging Rhine so he gets some extra distance off the bus. Oh.
And he has missed his charge, so
uh,
he will be charging into the side of the wall, and Dirty Wolf will
Wolf.
be going down to the Hanzo. Not the start Valpo wanted on offense here.
Yeah, but they've got time. They're kind of, at least they're able to feel out the comp. They know they have a little bit of a weird play here coming out. Oh, they've got their Rhine walled, and they're not able to finish him off. Ooh, Wistful was a little low on health there. They're just going to have to reset here and wait for the tank to come back. But now they see a majority of their comp. They see that they have that Symmetra. Maybe Valpo's going to make some adjustments here. We see Dirty Wolf go back to the McCree. Think it's a little bit difficult into this comp for the Widowmaker. But we'll see what goes on here.
Anderson switching to that Symmetra is huge there. As you can see, the turrets on that backside going to be difficult to kill and going to put a lot of damage into Valpo. Also on that Zenyatta, not a common one we see, but able to put out a lot of damage.
Big sticky on Rhine, that'll get him half health, make the other team put more resources into him. But Valpo's goal right here, we're a little scattered, but we need to get into that backline and particularly kill that Zenyatta. That Zenyatta is a big target to kill right now. Not able to finish off the kill there. We've got a dragon coming in from the Hanzo. Interesting transcendence from the Zenyatta. That'll be a big plus for Valpo going into this next fight where they've got Blizzard and Shatter coming up. As well as Kiriko's ult as well. We've got a lot of ults coming up. They do have the wall from Symmetra, which will be able to help the Anderson out a bit to mitigate some of the ults coming in from Valpo. But we're speeding right side. We've got the Shatter coming out onto the Zenyatta. We're not able to get the kill though. The Moira ult comes out, and it looks like we are getting shut down by an Earth Shatter.
Yeah, Valpo shut down once again with Wistful using that Shatter. However, the good news is everyone else is going to have their ultimate. So I think you kind of just got to dump it all in here because like you said, you just got to get a little bit of that point to win this one. Might as well dump it all to secure it.
And both of the support ults are out of the picture right now. They don't really have much to go off of on the side of Anderson. So as soon as Valpo starts dumping ult here, unless if something incredibly tragic happens, it should be a fight win. There's the Noon, and the Freeze, and the Beat. Hopefully get Dirty Wolf to this side, gets a pick on the Zenyatta, that is big. Right here, the Rhine is dead, big kills from Dirty Wolf. That was a big attack from Dirty Wolf. He got 3 there, one with the Noon, one onto the Rhine, and one at the very end, and that will be a map win for Valpo.
Yep, Valpo picking up the second map of the day, looking very strong here on Kings Row. Just sticking to their guns and outplaying. Wistful, of course, play the game here as Reinhardt was certainly the defining member of Valpo.
Yes, but not to take any credit away from the other Valpo players, Churoro is providing immense healing and support to enable both supports, honestly. The Lucio is able to speed that Rhine in to get him to the positions where he can swing on the enemy team. And Churoro providing immense support with the healing on not only the Rhine, but the entire team. Valpo's just playing great right now.
Yeah, I mean, very well played, like you said. I think Anderson definitely needs to, switch some things up. I just really haven't seen the impact from that Moira. I know he did switch to Zenyatta towards the end of that one, so that might be a little more effective of a pick for them, I guess.
Yeah, it's very interesting because from the support line on Anderson, I feel like they could benefit a lot from switching off that Moira because they have the Kiriko, which gives a lot of support in healing and has an immensely powerful ult. but the Moira doesn't provide that much other than just mass healing. So from the Anderson side, I wouldn't be disappointed to see like a BAP come out to provide still that burst healing, but be able to throw down the Immort to allow their team to live longer when Valpo has that rush.
Yeah, and we saw the impact from BAP, from Chiruro's BAP, so we know it's certainly effective in these cases. And it looks like for map number 3, we're going to be going to Circuit Royale.
Interesting pick. It seems like Anderson is switching up their idea a bit. They tried to go more into that brawly side on King's Row and it didn't work. So now they're switching to Circuit Royale, which is a map known for a lot of long angles and a lot of poke fighting. So we'll see how this goes, or even possibly a dive coming out from one of the teams. So we'll see how this goes. I think, in my opinion, Circuit Royale plays for Anderson a lot better than the map that they chose as in King's Row. But we'll see how this goes. See if Valpo can come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to have to go better because this is now match point. Valpo up 2-0, and if they take Circuit Royale, they will win this series here. So, Anderson looking for some magic.
Yes, sir. In a few seconds, we'll see the comps come out from both sides. Then we'll be able to provide a little bit of input as to what can be done from both sides.
Yeah,
But
I do like that, we're sticking with Dirty Wolf here over Famputi. I think he performed really well. And, he does bring that hit scan aspect, like you said.
yes, and it looks like we're seeing a very hard, long-range double sniper approach from Valpo, going with the Sigma. Sigma is very powerful on this map. You're sitting on a lot of high ground, on a lot of long angles. You're able to move that shield around. You have a lot of sustain with your Eat or Void Grasp on Sigma. And then both the double snipers coming out, as this, you can already see from this angle right here that it is a pretty long angle. And we've got Solaris on the Zenyatta to get more damage on those targets.
Yeah, I do love this Dirty Wolf on this Widowmaker that we're seeing here. He can pull out some spectacular plays we've seen before, and just getting those picks can be so impactful for the team. Also, Wistful playing the Sigma. I think we've seen it every time on Circuit Royale, and it's been very good for them here.
A little interesting from Anderson running the Lucio with the comp that they have. We'll see how that works for them, as two targets are getting low very quickly. Sigma is working his way to high ground. Let's see what we've got here. It's Dirty Wolf with 2 big picks, able to trade out what killed Fusic, but looks like a pretty default fight right now. Fusic coming back right now, and big pick from the Zenyatta. Valpo is down a little bit here, still able to keep that tank alive. That is what is important here. We'll have Fusic coming back soon, be able to provide a little bit more damage. But it seems like Anderson is kind of just walking, cruising along, able to get those snipers out of play for Valpo.
Yeah, Dirty Wolf did go down early on in that fight, giving giving Anderson a little bit of room to make some progress.
Got lift coming out from Wistful, able to get targets low, and Fusic is able to clean up. Big team fight for Valpo.
Yeah, very nice fight win there from Valpo, holding him off. But Anderson got a good bit of progress. They're pretty close to this first checkpoint. Still 2 minutes left. I mean, this is so far one of the most solid starts we've seen out of them, I'd say.
Yeah, and if we look at the ult economy right now, Anderson definitely has the advantage, having the Sigma ult up as well as the Dragon. They're able to just section off Wistful, and there comes that Immort, which is so huge. Without that Immort, Wistful is dead in the water there. We've got the window coming out from back, able to provide that extra healing to keep Wistful alive, and big kills coming out of Solaris and Dirty Wolf.
Yeah, absolutely huge immortality shield there by Churro, doing everything to keep Wistful up and manages to do so. like you said, I think that was really the fight-winning utility there from him.
Yes, definitely. We- two players are performing really well right now, and that's Wistful and Chiroro. Both are able to work off each other and just support our Sigma and get him in to do what he's got to do.
100%. It's looking pretty good here for Valpo. They had it pushed up into spawn. And Anderson's going to have to do something here to regain that momentum they had from that first fight, that first push.
Looks like Wistful getting low pretty quickly here, but Chiroro is able to heal him up. Big kill from Solaris, taking out that Hanzo. That Hanzo has been a very good play for the player for Anderson so far. Not able to kill the Lucio before the beat, but we're able to get the Dragon off, which reduces the usefulness of that Soldier ult. And we pop the lift as well. Doesn't get any, but Chiroro with a big kill onto Kiriko. That basically puts Anderson to no heals right here, as Lucio doesn't output that much. And now it's just cleanup.
Yeah, as we see Wistful pushing into the spawn here, picking off Desert Strum, and Valpo has them on the back foot, only 15 seconds left. I don't know if they can make it back to the cart here.
Wistful is holding this very close. Big kill on the Sigma. That and the window, that basically assures this fight if we're able to stay alive, and there's the round complete.
Yeah, Anderson got a good little bit of momentum to open up there, but Valpo was able to adjust and put on a pretty oppressive defense there in that second half.
Yeah, for sure. It's very tough to play into this double sniper comp without having some sort of mobility to get onto that back line and those damage players. And Anderson just, I don't know if they're uncomfortable with dive. That is very possible, or if they're uncomfortable running quickly into that back line with the Sigma there. But they just couldn't get to the back line and get the back line killed, which is eventually came to their downfall on the point. The damage players just were able to stay alive. The support players were able to stay alive, which in turn keeps the tank alive.
Yeah, I think it really just was Chiruro, playing out of his mind. We talked about how much of the healing has to fall on him, and he did such a good job keeping everyone alive. Very little deaths here on the side of Valpo. So I think if Anderson wants to have a chance here, they're gonna have to find a way to pick off Chiruro.
Yes, definitely. Honestly, both supports, because Chiroro is providing that massive amount of healing that's able to keep his teammates alive, and Solaris is putting the Discord orbs on the enemies, which enables our damage players to just get easy kills, as both of them are high damage sniper characters. You get one shot to the body, they're at 1 HP.
As we see a switch up here, Fusick playing the Junkrat, and Solaris pocketing him on this Mercy, going to be able to do a lot of damage here with these explosives.
And you can see Anderson switch their comp to look at this dive from the Junkrat. This would be a big kill on the back. Fusick is able to get it. But he is not able to get that quick kill, but it gives a lot of space for Valpo to start walking, as they had to turn for that Junkrat.
Yeah, I do like the strategy there. If you can get up in that backline and surprise them, you essentially just win this map, but you might anyway, because they are making steady progress here, pushing Anderson back, and
yeah, and you can see big kill from Wistful. And you can see from that last fight, our Mercy Solaris got a kill onto the map, which is huge, and especially as Mercy, not a character that really damages.
And Chiruro already has his amplification matrix up, and Valpo is just gonna be able to almost push this. There it is, a clean 3-0 victory as Valpo picks up the win on Circuit Royale and the win in the series over Anderson.
Yes. And huge play from our supports, as they are able to just enable our tank and damage on these three maps. I think our supports definitely were the MVPs of the day. Just able to allow Wistful to walk in and do his job, or allow our damage to just do their job. I think it's immensely understated how well our support players played today.
100%. I think if you're Valpo, you got to be feeling great about that. And, you've got one more game in the GLEC next week, and then it's on to playoffs,
Yep.
hopefully. But I think it's looking good for them to make the cut here.
Yep, this win actually right here was their ticket to the playoffs. We are for sure in the playoffs now, so now we're just playing for what seeding we get,
Yep.
and we're hoping for a win next week to get that higher seed,
Yeah.
so we get a nice first round victory.
A higher seed would be great, but being in already has to feel amazing. So
hmm
obviously, congratulations to them, and I'm excited to see what they can do in the playoffs. So
For sure, for sure. Just great team play from Valpo today to get that W. Extremely exciting, especially since with the Overwatch team, this is our first time going to a LAN event. We weren't able to go
yes,
in prior years due to COVID and not being in GLEC, but this is our first real chance to show what we got on the big stage.
very exciting opportunity and great team win today. I think that's going to close us out here. Any final thoughts?
No, not too much. Just big shout out to Mike here, able to get this stream
Thank you.
going. Big leader in the esports program, and big win from Valpo today. They went out there and showed that they were the big dogs, the big bears, and yeah, just a great team win for Valpo.
Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Mike,
I'm Scoot.
and we'll see you next time.